looking for adventure, he's looking for some fun. He's Max the Dragon, he's your best pal. Grab your imagination and you can go along. He's always there to lend a hand in lots of different ways. So have some fun, play some games and learn new things today. With Max the Dragon, a real rad reptile. He's searching for adventure, he's looking for some fun. He's Max the Dragon, he's your best pal. Grab your imagination and you can go along.
Hi there! Welcome to Max the Dragon's Clubhouse. There's lots of wonderful things to do here. Games, stories, crafts, and they're all about dinosaurs and dragons. To hear a story, click on the book. Want to play a game? Click on the treasure chest. If you'd like to do a fun project, click on the craft table. Better Homes and Gardens, Dandy Dragon Day. Click here to have the story read to you, or click here and you can turn the pages yourself. Careful, Max said. This is the biggest card house we've ever made. Better Homes and Gardens, Dandy Dragon Day. Careful, Max said. This is the biggest card house we've ever made. What would you like to do now? Better Homes and Gardens, Dandy Dragon Day. Careful, Max said. This is the biggest card house we've ever made. Sarah Jo added another card. I know, this one makes 26. Suddenly, Max's little sister, Marcy, burst into the room. Guess what day this is? Sarah Jo's hand jerked. The card house quivered, but it didn't fall. Shh! Marcy, we can't build this with you making so much noise, Max said. But this is important, Marcy insisted. Go away. Come back when we're done. Marcy looked sadly at Max and left. My turn, said Max. He took a deep breath. His hand shook as he balanced the card. I hope I don't knock it down. 20... Just then, Marcy ran back into the room with a banner flying behind her. Max, look what I found! Our old party banner, remember? A big whoosh of air followed Marcy. The card house started to collapse. Sarah Jo reached out to stop it, but it fell, scattering the cards in all directions. Oh no, you wrecked our house! Marcy, cut it out, Max shouted. Marcy dropped the banner. It's Dandy Dragon Day, and you don't even care. She ran from the room crying. Max picked up the banner. I forgot that today is Dandy Dragon Day. When we lived in Dragontown, everybody celebrated it. I never heard of it, said Sarah Jo. Max's face lit up. Oh, it can be lots of fun. My mom and dad say it's a day when dragons remember that everyone is special. And it's best when we invite friends over for a big party. I know. Let's have a surprise Dandy Dragon Day party for Marcy. That should make her feel much better. So they ran to the willow tree to make plans for the party. "Hey, what's that?" Vera asked. "It's a banner for Dandy Dragon Day, the best holiday of the year. We're going to have a party," said Max. Vera tossed one long ear over her shoulder. "Don't be silly. Beautiful Bunny Day is the best holiday of the year. But I do love parties." "Weird Weasel Day is the best holiday," Gus said. "But I'll come to your party if you're having food." Max grinned. "We're going to have lots of food, but let's decorate first. Everyone draw some dragon pictures." Elliot looked over Vera's shoulder. "Dragons don't have long, fuzzy ears." "My dragons do," Vera said, coloring the inside of her dragon ears pink. Gus and Arnie took turns hanging up the dragon pictures. "They look great," Max said. "Let's go find Marcy so we can start our party. Everybody yell 'Surprise' when we bring her back." Max and Sarah Jo looked in Marcy's room, but she wasn't there. "She must be around here somewhere," Sarah Jo said. "Let's keep looking." They searched and searched, but couldn't find Marcy. "Max, where could she be?" Sarah Jo asked. "We have looked everywhere." "I feel awful," said Max. "Marcy's gone, and it's all my fault." Just then, Max looked down and saw a small dragon's tail sticking out from under the bushes. He peeked through the bushes and found Marcy with a pile of cards. "Marcy, what are you doing?" asked Max. "I was trying to build you the biggest card house ever, so you wouldn't be mad at me. But I couldn't." Max smiled. "Oh, I'm not mad." "Sarah Jo is mad," Marcy sniffled. Sarah Jo stuck her head under the bush. "No, I'm not. Not anymore." Max took Marcy's hand. "Come on, we have something to show you." Max and Sarah Jo led Marcy back to the willow tree. "Surprise!" Everybody yelled when they saw Marcy. "Happy Dandy Dragon Day," Max said. "A party for me?" asked Marcy. "Uh-huh, and everyone helped make the decorations." "Hey, I'm very hungry," Gus said. "Me too," said Max. "Let's go make some sandwiches." Max set up an assembly line at the table, and everybody pitched in to help. "Arnie's eating all the pickles," Tweedum screeched. "I am not," said Arnie, talking with his mouth full. When the sandwiches were ready, they all sat at the table and dug in. "Wow, these taste great," said Gus. "They're even better than my mom's weird weasel waffles." Vera daintily wiped her mouth with a napkin. "They're not as delicious as beautiful bunny buns, but they are yummy." Max stood up. "Let's go outside and play some dragon games." "Oh boy," Sarah Jo said, heading for the door. "Wait," Marcy said. "You don't go through the door that way on Dandy Dragon Day." "Why not?" "You have to do it like this." Marcy backed through the door and said Dandy Dragon Day 3 times as fast as she could. Tweedums giggled. "That looks like fun." "Me next," said Elliot. "No, me," said Ozzy, hurrying to get in line. "Okay," Max said, "it's game time." They all spent the afternoon playing Dipsy Dragon, Dragon Dribble, and Dunk the Dragon. Finally, when they were all tired out, it was time for everyone to go home. "Great party," said Tweedums. Yes, agreed Vera. Almost as much fun as Beautiful Bunny Day. Guess what? Tomorrow is Weird Weasel Day, said Gus. Why don't you all come to our house? Arnie asked. Sure, it sounds great, Elliot said. When all the party guests had gone, Marcy found Max eating another sandwich. You know what, Max? Marcy asked with a giggle. It's fun being a dragon, and this was the best dandy dragon day I've ever had. What would you like to do now? Which game would you like to play? Look, a baby dinosaur just hatched from its egg. Can you find its 5 brothers and sisters? That's right. Excellent. You found one. Good going. You found it. Congratulations, you found them all. Which game would you like to play? Max invited all his dinosaur friends to a party. Click on each of his friends to hear fun dinosaur facts and silly dinosaur riddles. What do you get when a dinosaur walks through a vegetable garden? Squash. What would happen if a dinosaur sat in front of you at a baseball game? You would miss the game. Did you know that the Brachiosaurus was the biggest of all dinosaurs? Did you know that some dinosaurs spent most of their time in water to be safe from other dinosaurs? What time is it when a dinosaur sits on a fence? Time to get a new fence. Did you know that the Triceratops had 3 horns on its face? 1 thick nose horn and 1 big horn above each eye. Did you know that Tyrannosaurus rex ate other dinosaurs? Did you know that Brontosaurus eggs were 4 feet long? That's just about as big as you are. Did you know that some dinosaur eggs were as big as 10 chicken eggs? Which game would you like to play? Crazy Dinosaurs. Wiggle and stretch your 5 fingers. Now you're ready to use them as you listen to this funny dinosaur poem. 5 crazy dinosaurs cleaning up the floor. 1 got swept away, and then there were 4. 4 crazy dinosaurs chased by a bee. 1 got stung, and then there were 3. 3 crazy dinosaurs playing with some glue. 1 got stuck, and then there were 2. 2 crazy dinosaurs out for a run. 1 fell down, and then there was 1. 1 crazy dinosaur, acting like a hero, went to save the others, and then there were 0. Four crazy dinosaurs chased by a bee. Which game would you like to play? Max and his friends are having a great time at the playground. Look at the dinosaurs playing on the teeter-totter. Which one is down? Try again. That's right. Which one? Try again. Try again. That's right. Look at the dinosaurs playing catch. Which one is near? That's right. Which one is far? That's right. Look at Max and Elliot. Who is inside the playhouse? That's right. Who is outside the playhouse? That's right. Which game would you like to play? What would you like to do now? Which craft would you like to do?
If you like puppets, these fire-breathing dragons are easy to make and fun to play with. You'll be doing some cutting, so make sure there's an adult around to help. Here are the supplies you'll need to make your dragon: a plastic cup, paper cup, or a short cardboard tube, a craft knife or a small sharp knife, scissors, thin strips of crepe paper or tissue paper, tape, a craft stick or an unsharpened pencil, glue, 2 buttons, and 2 cotton balls. Gather everything together and you're ready to go. To start, have an adult cut out the bottom of the cup for you. Next, place the paper strips side by side on a flat surface. Make sure they're touching each other. Now cut a piece of tape that's a little bit wider than the strips and lay it across the top, leaving a little extra tape at each end. Stick the tape around the bottom edge of the cup so the strips hang down, like this. And then push the strips through the cup. Now, with the help of an adult, cut a slit in the side of the cup opposite the strips. And gently push your stick or unsharpened pencil into it. Use tape to hold it in place if you need to. To make your dragon's eyes, glue a button to each of the cotton balls, and then glue the cotton balls to the cup. That's it! Your dragon's finished. To make it breathe fire, just blow through the end. Fire-breathing dragons can come in any shape, size, or color. It's up to you. Use your imagination. Try using beads or sequins for eyes instead of buttons. Make a nose out of a cork. Use crayons or markers for decoration. And give it a name. Put on a puppet show with your friends. Do whatever you want to do. Making a fire-breathing dragon is fun and easy. Try it.
Which craft would you like to do?
Looking for a neat container to hold some of your extra special fun stuff? How about making one of these dandy dragons? It only takes a few minutes. Here's what you'll need to make it. Markers, crayons or paint, an egg carton with the top and flap removed, scissors, construction paper, 2 short cardboard tubes, and some tape. Get everything together and you're all set. Begin by making the dragon's body. Use the paint, markers, or crayons to decorate the egg carton any way you want. If you're using a plastic carton, try gluing on pieces of colored paper, buttons, or beads. Next, cut the dragon's head and tail out of construction paper, and then decorate them with markers or crayons. You can make a happy dragon, a sad dragon, or a fierce dragon to scare away your mom and dad. After you've finished decorating the head and tail, fold over the end of each one like this. Now, cut a small notch in each end of the egg carton with your scissors, and then gently push the tail into one end and the head into the other. When this is done, you're ready to make the dragon's legs. For the dragon's legs, first cut each of the cardboard tubes in half. Then, using your markers, crayons, or paint, decorate them. Make sure to do the decorating before you attach the legs to the body. Finally, attach the legs by pushing one leg over each corner egg cup. Use a piece of tape to hold it firmly in place. If you want, you can also cut feet out of construction paper and tape them to the bottom of the legs. There it is! Your dandy dragon's all done. There are lots of things you can do with your dragon. Fill it with candy and give it to a special friend. Use it for a party decoration, or for whatever you want it to be. Be the first kid on the block to have a dandy dragon. It's quick, fun, and easy to make.
Which craft would you like to do?
Millions of years ago, there was a dinosaur called Stegosaurus. It was easy to recognize him by the row of big, bony plates that stretched all the way down his back and tail. Now you can pretend you're a Stegosaurus by making your very own Stegosaurus hat. You'll be doing some stapling, so if you need help, make sure there's an adult around. For each hat, here's what you'll need. 4 paper plates, some crayons or markers, stickers and cotton balls, a stapler, a pencil or hole punch, and 2 pieces of yarn about 2 feet long. To make your hat, start by folding each of the paper plates in half. Next, decorate the plates. Use your crayons, stickers, and cotton balls to make them bright and colorful. Use your imagination. When you're done decorating the plates, lay 3 of them in a row on the floor or a table. Overlap each plate about 1 inch, and make sure the folded edges are all in a straight line. Then, staple them together where they overlap each other. If you need help with the stapler, please ask an adult. This will be the back of your hat. To make the top of your hat, slide the last plate over the end of the other 3 plates so it sticks out sideways. You can put it on whichever end you want. Staple the plate in place. Make sure to use enough staples to hold the top on nice and tight. Now, punch a hole on each side of the top plate near the edge. If you're using a pencil to make the holes, ask an adult to help you. String 1 piece of yarn through each hole and tie it in a knot. tie the two pieces of yarn together under your chin, and your Stegosaurus hat's all done. Next time you're looking for something to do, try making a Stegosaurus hat. It's lots of fun.
Which craft would you like to do?
Of all the dinosaurs that roamed the earth, Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the fiercest. It had long, sharp teeth, and when it got hungry, it ate other dinosaurs. If you want to be the fiercest dinosaur in your neighborhood, it only takes a few minutes to make your very own Tyrannosaurus rex snout. You'll be doing some cutting, so if you need help, make sure there's an adult around. Here's what you'll need to make your snout: a pair of scissors, a paper or plastic cup, crayons or markers, some tape, a piece of rickrack about 10 inches long or some construction paper, and 2 pieces of yarn about 2 feet long. Get all your supplies together and you're ready to start. The first thing you'll need to do is cut the bottom out of the cup. If you need help, make sure to ask an adult. Now, let's make the mouth. Start at the bottom and carefully cut a wedge out of the cup. Watch. Don't cut all the way to the top of the cup. Leave some space. When you're done with the first wedge, turn the cup around and do the same thing on the other side. Here's how it will look when you're done. Now you're ready to add some teeth. Start by cutting the rickrack into 4 equal pieces. If you're using construction paper instead of rickrack, do the same thing. Then, attach it to the edges of the mouth using tape. With markers or crayons, decorate the cup any way you like. If you want to add a tongue, cut it out of fabric, paper, or felt, and tape it to the inside of the cup. Next, tie a piece of yarn around each corner of the mouth. And finally, put the cup over your nose and tie it in the back. Congratulations! You did it! Your very own Tyrannosaurus rex snout. Whatever you do, you're sure to have a growling good time.
Which craft would you like to do?
What do you do with a house full of thirsty dinosaurs? Not even Tyrannosaurus rex could resist one of these cold, fizzy Triceratops sippers, and they're a snap to make. For each sipper, here's what you'll need: vanilla ice cream and a scooper, a tall glass, orange juice, grape juice, or cranberry juice cocktail, carbonated lemon-lime soda, a long-handled spoon, and a straw. Here's what to do. Put a scoop of ice cream in the glass. Pour in your juice until it's 3/4 full. And then add enough lemon-lime soda to fill the glass. Stir everything a few times, and then put in a straw. Triceratops sippers. They're fun and fizzy and easy to make. And just like the dinosaurs, watch them disappear.
Which craft would you like to do?
Millions of years ago, strange creatures roamed the earth. They came in all different shapes and sizes. There were dinosaurs as big as houses and as tiny as mice. There were graceful winged lizards that swooped through the sky, and fat swimming giants with long snake-like necks. But you can create the strangest creature of them all, right at home. With a little cereal and a lot of imagination, you can make a one-of-a-kind dinosaur covered with bumps and lumps. To make your cereal dinosaur, here's what you'll need: a pencil, some poster board or thin cardboard, scissors and glue, dry cereal, tempera paint, waxed paper or newspaper, and some cotton swabs or a paintbrush. Ready? Let's go! First, draw your dinosaur. If you like, use a picture from a book or poster as a guide. Or, just use your imagination to create anything you like. When you're finished drawing, cut out the dinosaur. Now, with your glue, place a few tiny spots on the poster board. And then, stick pieces of cereal to the spots. Repeat the same process again with the glue and cereal. Do this as many times as you like to get your dinosaur just the way you want it. When you're all done, let it dry overnight. If you want, you can paint your dinosaur. Lay it on some newspaper and use cotton swabs or a brush. When you're finished, let it dry. Whether or not you paint your dinosaur, everyone's sure to notice it. Put it in the window or on your door. You might even try making an ornament to hang on your Christmas tree. Whatever you make, use your imagination and have a good time.
Which craft would you like to do?
Ever wonder where baby dinosaurs come from? Most dinosaurs laid eggs, big eggs. Brontosaurus, sometimes known as the thunder lizard, weighed as much as 6 elephants, and its eggs were 4 feet long. That's just about as big as you. These dinosaur eggs may not be as big as Brontosaurus eggs, but they're a lot more colorful, and they taste good too. Best of all, you can make them right at home. To make a batch of delicious dinosaur eggs, here's what you'll need. 4 or more hard-boiled eggs in a small bowl. 3 cups of cold water. 1 or more packages of brightly colored, unsweetened soft drink mix. And some clear plastic wrap. First, tap the eggs on a hard surface until the shells crack. Tap them very, very gently so you end up with tiny little cracks all over the egg. If you tap too hard, they'll break open. When you're done tapping, leave the shells on. Don't take them off. Then, in a small bowl, stir together the water and the soft drink mix. When it's thoroughly mixed, add your eggs. Now cover the bowl with plastic wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and leave it there for 1 or 2 days. After you take them out of the refrigerator, carefully peel off the shells. There it is, a delicious dinosaur egg, ready to eat. And it really tastes good too. No kidding. Try it. Make believe you're an explorer who studies dinosaur eggs by eating them. Next time you're hungry, try something new and egg-citing, a delicious dinosaur egg.
Which craft would you like to do?
Looking for an eye-catching poster to hang in your room? Or a colorful wrapping paper Grandma's sure to love? How about making some dinosaur footprints? You don't need any special tools or equipment, just an old shirt, some paint, and your imagination. To make some dinosaur footprints, here's what you'll need to have. Some newspaper or brown wrapping paper, some tempera paint, a paper towel and a small bowl of water, a plastic meat tray or a styrofoam plate, and some paper. Use whatever size paper you want. Any color will do, but white is best. First, place the paper towel on the paper plate. Then, add the water. Make sure the whole paper towel is wet. Next, pour in a little bit of paint. Now, make a fist and dip the side of your hand into the paint, and then press it down onto the paper. Lift your hand and look! A dinosaur footprint. You can arrange the footprints on the paper any way you want. You can have a lot, or just a few. And you can use your thumb or fingers to add toes and claws. Experiment! Try holding your hand in different ways. Try using all your fingers, or none at all. And when you're done, make sure to let the paint dry while you're washing your hands. Your friends will think there's a monster loose in the neighborhood when they see your crazy dinosaur footprints. Try it and see.
Which craft would you like to do?
If you like playing make-believe, you're sure to want one of these crazy-looking prehistoric sock puppets. They're easy to make, and you can play with them for hours and hours. Here's what you'll need. A strip of 4 paper or plastic egg carton cups. A strip of 2 paper or plastic egg carton cups. Some crayons, markers, or colored pencils. A sock, 2 rubber bands, and some tape. Get all your supplies together and you're ready to go. The first thing to do is decorate the long strip of egg cups. This will become your prehistoric puppet's back. You can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, even glitter. Maybe you want to make each cup a different color. Use your imagination and see what happens. When you're finished, use the short strip to make your puppet's eyes. Use your markers, crayons, or pencils, or try using buttons. It's up to you. Now, slip your hand inside the sock and place the long strip of decorated cups on top, like this. Then, with the help of an adult, place a rubber band around each end of the strip to hold it in place. Finally, tape the eyes to the sock. Look, your prehistoric puppet's done. Open and close your hand, and it talks. Next time you're looking for something to do, invite a friend over and create some colorful prehistoric puppets. They're fun to make and fun to play with too.
Which craft would you like to do?
Even fire-breathing dragons need a good night's sleep. You can help tuck them in by making these sleeping dragon sandwiches. It's easy, fun, and a really tasty snack. To make these tasty treats, here's what you'll need. Some bread slices, toasted and cut in half, and a baking sheet. Some hot dogs sliced into small pieces, or dill pickles cut in half lengthwise. And some slices of cheese cut in half. You'll be baking your sleeping dragon sandwiches in the oven, so make sure to have an adult help you. First, place the toasted bread slices on the baking sheet. Be sure to leave about an inch between them. To make your dragons, place 3 hot dog pieces on each piece of toast. If you're using pickles instead of hot dogs, place one of the pickle halves on each piece of toast. To make the blanket, lay a slice of cheese over each dragon. Now, with the help of an adult, place the baking sheet into the oven. Broil the sandwiches about 4 inches from the heat for 1 to 3 minutes, or until the cheese melts.
When they're done, cool them slightly. And once they're cool, your sandwiches are ready to eat. For an added treat, try giving each dragon a tail. Just stick chow mein noodles under the cheese and let the ends hang out. A toasty bed with a cheesy blanket is a great place for a dragon to take a nap. Try making your own sleeping dragon sandwiches soon. It's fun and fun to eat.
Which craft would you like to do?
Everyone loves cookies, especially these colorful prehistoric creatures. Mix a generous amount of imagination with a pinch of craziness to make these tasty dinosaur cookies, and then watch them disappear. Here's what you'll need to make about 10 big cookies. Wax paper and aluminum foil, a cookie sheet and some hot pads, a spatula or pancake turner and some tape, food coloring, and dinosaur dough. You'll need to do some baking, so make sure there's an adult around to help. The first step is to make your dinosaur dough. You'll need these ingredients: 2/3 of a cup of butter or margarine, 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla or almond extract.
Okay, first beat the butter or margarine in a large mixing bowl at medium speed for about 30 seconds, or until softened. Now, add the sugar, the vanilla extract, and about 1/2 of the flour. And then beat the mixture at low to medium speed until everything is thoroughly combined. Scrape the sides of the bowl occasionally. Finally, beat or stir in the remaining flour. This mixture will make approximately 10 large cookies. Take a piece of wax paper to the counter. Divide the cookie dough into several pieces and place one piece on the paper. You'll need a separate piece of paper for each different color of cookie you make. Add some food coloring to the dough, and then squeeze it in. Keep squeezing until the dough is all the same color. Food coloring can be messy, so if you need help, be sure to ask an adult. Next, tape a piece of foil to the counter. It should be the same size as your cookie sheet. Place a handful of dough on the foil and mold it into a dinosaur shape, or any other shape you'd like. Make sure the cookies are about 1/2 inch thick and at least 2 inches apart. Remove the foil from the counter and place it on the cookie sheet. With the help of an adult, bake the cookies in a 300-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the edges are firm. After baking, let the cookies cool. All it takes is a little imagination to make yourself a plate full of cookies that are as colorful as they are delicious. The original dinosaurs survived for millions of years, but we guarantee these dinosaur cookies won't.
What would you like to do now? See you later.